big problems now for Prince Harry and the former actress known as Meghan Markle and their plummeting popularity. But who is more concerned, the ex-royals or indeed their employers? Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Nice to see you today. Thank you as ever for all your comments. Can I just remind you all though, very politely, please do not use swear words on the channel. You will get us banned. We don't want that, do we? We want the community to come on. I know you're using sort of asterisks and stuff like that. It's just not the right thing to do. If you want to vent your anger, find a new way to write it, but simply, please, keep it clean because we don't want to get into trouble. And I have already been informed by the matters of the powers that be at YouTube that they don't like this sort of thing. So do be careful by that. As I say, I really enjoy all your invaluable contributions, truly, but we have to keep it clean and fair. There's no need to be rude or nasty, obviously. Back as ever though to your breaking royal story of the day. Interesting to note, isn't it, that Harry and Meghan, as they often thought, would go off, make their fortune and become worldwide superstars. The problem, of course, for Harry and Meghan then was that the pandemic kicked in and all of their plans of what they were going to do and how they were going to make such money and create such worldwide icon status fell apart. Not just them though, lots of people had plans, we all did. And the pandemic just shut everything down. And then what happens when you have a situation like that is the situation then becomes to look old, doesn't it? It's a bit like the Bond film, you know, that we were waiting ages to see. Suddenly you're thinking, oh, is that still knocking around? Have they not released it yet? This is now the problem facing not just Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, but more importantly, their very lucrative deals. And this is all to do with this. Feisty employers Netflix, Spotify, and more importantly for Prince Harry, Penguin Random House, are clearly looking at recent polls over here, not just in the United Kingdom, but Ireland, Scotland and Wales too. And basically this is a very big sellable area. These are the people that they should be targeting. If you think about it, Prince Harry's book really needs to sell a lot. Subscribers need to get on board with Spotify and Netflix. But Netflix and Spotify in particular are rather worried. This is because Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are now rating in the polls lower than ever. Now, what's caused this? Now, of course, a lot of people could say it all really stems way back over a year ago now to that Oprah Winfrey interview. And you would be right in that, a ridiculous idea, and possibly they had no idea just how much that would backfire. All the mistruths that were placed in that interview have yet to be corrected. And more importantly, they've gone on since then to talk about mental health and all sorts of things. Every seemingly thing that they've done has backfired on them. And I'm not gloating, I'm simply stating facts. Even Meghan's book, The Bench, which should have been more of a happy occasion, seemingly didn't take off in the way that she wanted. But now the employers are very concerned because when you look at polls like this, they truly have to worry that, yes, who is the market that Harry and Meghan are looking to? Now, according to sources, as I've said many times here on the show, I'm told that Harry and Meghan's audience are now exclusively over in the United States. Apparently they're very popular over there. Seemingly not so much so in places of the Commonwealth, of course, like Canada and Australia and New Zealand. I think that interview really cemented people's negativity against Harry and Meghan. So of course the bosses are looking at this big money that they spent on these two people that you've yet to see any product upon. So what are they planning to do? Well, as I've told you before, the PR people behind Harry and Meghan are trying their absolute very best. It must be difficult because on the one hand they're advising them, but on the other the things that they're advising them to do seemingly are backfiring. So can they sustain their popularity and sales, more importantly, just with the backing from the United States alone? Well, seemingly, and obviously as well in places like China and Japan, they're banking on big book sales over there. Not quite sure how that will go down, but there you go. But for now, let me tell you, Netflix, and particularly Netflix here in the UK, which is a big substantial arm, are keeping a very close eye on those very swifty, moving popularity polls that were once so high for Harry and Meghan, but now seemingly so low. As ever, when I know more, you'll know more. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.